Unstitching follows Greta, a girl that on a casual afternoon learns how to unstitch and reveal her true self. She then finds her friend Maria, who gains solidarity in Greta's new form and unstitches herself to match. Soon, unstitching becomes a trend and all women begin to follow it. However, men have mixed feelings about the unstitchings. For example, Greta's husband is scared by her appearance. Other men are intrigued and try to replicate the unstitchings themselves, but have nothing to uncover. Overall, unstitching gives women more freedom and comfort within their society, making it easy to say that at the surface, unstitching is clearly a feminist tale about the relationships between men and women. However, on a deeper level, it is a comment about the rising threats and impacts of technology and the greed that it leads to within modern American society. Therefore, in unstitching, sewing machines represent the rise of technology in workplaces, its link to corporate greed, and the disproportionate impacts that it has on women. Sewing machines are typically the symbol of American women's work and are extremely prominent throughout unstitching. Sewing machines have a long and slightly complicated history. The creator of America's first fully functioning sewing machine, Walter Hunt, didn't patent the design as he feared it would risk unemployment for many Americans. However, in America, sewing machines are only a fraction of the technology used today, and corporate greed is a rising issue. Technology and developments such as artificial intelligence are becoming more and more prominent in everyday life, replacing numerous jobs. Unlike Hunt, large wealthy corporations prioritize the efficiency and profits of their products rather than the people behind them. Greed displays how technology has shifted power dynamics and created more greed within society. This greed did not exist in the past, during the time of Walter Hunt's invention, but now, as technology has a large and prominent role, so does corporate greed. Grivota also touches on the disproportionate impacts that technology has on women and their jobs. Sewing machines were created by men to fulfill a traditionally female role and make the production of clothing and other fabric amenities easier and more efficient. This is displayed in unstitching, as women are able to unstitch themselves without using any tools, but men need to use tools such as razor blades and knives to attempt to even do so. This can be observed in the real world, as women are more susceptible to their jobs being replaced by technology and artificial intelligence. Technology is a threat to workers globally, but up to 80% of women's jobs are at risk, according to CNN. To further this, Grideva believes that technology can never replicate the work produced by women, by stating, "She did not so much resemble a sewing machine as she was the ideal form on which a sewing machine was based." Greta and women overall are the ideal version of sewing machines, what sewing machines are set out to replicate in the job they are trying to fulfill. But as sewing machines are just mere technological robotic versions of these missions, they cannot accomplish such things and are not identical. Additionally, sewing machines mirror women in more ways than one. Once the sewing machines are no longer needed in unstitching, their sole purpose is to sit there and look pretty. After the unstitching, sewing machines were seen as an outdated distraction women used to deny themselves in stitching, and so, sewing machines took on a solely formal, aesthetic role, beautiful in their quiet stillness. The technology was no longer there to distract, deny, or to take away from women, but instead to serve for aesthetic purposes, especially when they are not moving or making sound. Men designed sewing machines to serve a purpose when they were needed, but when they were not fulfilling that said job, they were there to look beautiful, especially when they were quiet, still, and obedient, displaying the relationship between women and men in the workplace. In the end, women are freely unstitched with a set role in society, and sewing machines are no longer needed. Sewing machines were viewed in a negative light, a form of repression, a distraction that was unnecessary, and unstitching brought great relief to women. Grudova paints the world in a much freer and almost better way, without the excessive use of technology within society. Therefore, Grudova suggests that men have placed women into set roles in society, and as technology has developed, so has corporate greed and the effects that it has on women. Grudova proposes that technology has made the world a more competitive place, especially toward women, and without it, our society would be freer and less greedy.